Congrats.
Ornate dress.
You look great.
I'm not showing anything. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and don't look. But okay, so because Damien Chazelle said he wanted to get that kind of magical romanticism, but in a very, he used the word mundane, a very mundane Los Angeles setting, to show that you know it's possible to have this magic in your normal life. Was that a difficult balance, or is it like, okay, some scenes we go with the romanticism, some scenes we go with mundane?
I never really approached it as mundane. I don't know that he ever used that word with me. We talked about it being real and grounded in reality. Mundane sort of has a bit of a negative connotation for me, and reality doesn't. I don't know why. So anyway, I just sort of approached it from reality with an aspect of hyper-realism and some romantic fantasy as well.
I mean, he actually did use the word mundane with me, which kind of surprised me because it's such an affectionate look at Los Angeles. I think God looks at anything but mundane.
But I guess I think I see what he means. It's the everyday. Mundane doesn't necessarily have negative connotations. I don't know why I think of it that way.
Yeah, no, I think it kind of does. But also, I mean, he was talking about how much you worked with the actors, and that it's especially difficult. You always want an actor to move comfortably in your costumes, but when you're dancing, that's at a whole other level of comfort. But he said that you set up next to the dance rehearsal room. You had a costume.
Yeah. It was great. I remember my first meeting with Damien. I talked about what a great advantage it could be to have everybody, all departments, working in the same vicinity. And then they ended up finding a location in kind of not a very nice place in Los Angeles, but it was fine. And there were not that many possibilities, and we needed dyeing, which means you need water, which means there was only one area of the building that we could locate ourselves in, and it happened to be right next door to the dance. And for me, being able to design the costumes for a film that was a musical was a dream. And then to be able, I mean, I loved being next to the dance studio because I could peek out, and sometimes it wasn't always Ryan and Emma, and sometimes it was, and they worked every day on rehearsal, and we were there every day, and it was conducive to having as many fittings as we needed to be. And you know, they could just pop in right after a dance rehearsal or right before, and but also just to hear the music. And you know, I can't tell you how we did have I mean, I know it wasn't as perfect as it is in the movie, but there was a lot of music that we could hear and be inspired by from day one of my prep. So it was a joy to be right outside of the studio that they were doing all the dance rehearsals in.